Okay, we'll do a cross-up wheelie. Ooh, that felt kind of neat. I'm gonna do that again. I can wheelie around corners to some degree. I used to be able to do wheelies around corners on my Triumph 500 Twin really good. Used to freak people out. Cars coming the other way. And this one road had a nice uphill corner. Perfect for the corner wheelies. That bike would torque to the side a little bit. Made it even turn even easier in a wheelie. It's fun to practice this stuff, you know? You just keep doing it. You know, in a manner that you know you can do and it's safe. Then you just take it up just a little bit every time until you scare yourself, then you stop. Then you come back and do it again. That's how you get better at riding without crashing. Haven't scared myself yet. But I'm chickening out a little bit, not getting the wheel as high because I need to carry it as far as I want. So I guess maybe I'm burning out right at the moment and should stop doing this. Do something else. But that's always been my love, ever since I was a kid, is to go somewhere and just start doing goofy things. You know, going around and practicing little tricks makes you a better rider. Instead of focusing on too many things at one time. Just one little thing. Focus on it over and over and over. If you're like me, you get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's like a theme park ride that you control. See, theme parks never appealed to me because I don't control it. Things like bungee cord jumping and stuff like that, you have no control. There's no, you know, danger of you messing up. I like to have the control. Makes it exciting. There's better spots to practice that trick, wheeling around corner trick. This bike wheelie's good, but it's not really as good as a motocross bike for wheeling, obviously. A bike that's 80 pounds lighter that wheelies in every gear with a simple twist of the wrist is obviously going to be much easier. But that being said, on my XR250L, I didn't even really do wheelies on that much because it didn't do them worth a hill of beans. Really hard to do them, especially with the oversized gas tank I had on it. Made it real heavy in the front. But this bike will do a decent wheelie. I'm chickening out. Backing off the gas too much. I guess I know when to do that. If you gas it too much, you're flipping. And boy, they flip fast. I've flipped over motorcycles probably half a dozen times in my 4.5 decades of riding. That's not that many considering how many wheelies I've done. But man, when they flip, it's just, you're on your knees before you know it. You're on the ground. So fast. I know, hit the back brake. If you could be quick enough, or learn that technique. Learn it on something besides a 300L. Learn that on a little mini bike or a Sur-Ron. Then I could see, applying it to other bikes. Once you learn it on a little mini bike or a Sur-Ron, how to get that balance point and then hit the back brake and work it against the throttle. Straight up and down. Not really my thing though. I kind of like the fast power wheelies. I like to wheelie, mainly just to get over obstacles and things. Or to look cool coming out of a corner. The front wheel coming off the ground. But just, to go really, really slow and ride an endless wheelie is just, it's very cool, but it's really not something I'm really super interested in doing. Like I say, maybe on a Sur-Ron or something. They have a hand back brake. I see the guys that do that, they wear tennis shoes usually so you can feel the back brake. It'd be harder in motocross boots too to do it. And they clutch them up so they can start it going really slow. And I'm not doing that. I'm just power wheeling it. Very fun though. I mean, come on. This might not be the most exciting. Well, it is exciting to me, but it might not be the most exciting thing on YouTube. But I'll tell you, this sure beats sitting at home. Just sitting there watching TV or watching videos. That's what I was doing before I came out here today. I was just sitting there thinking about making a video, watching videos. Then I thought, these nice days are just numbered. Let's go out and ride. We got a couple hours of daylight left. So let's go get goofy. Pull some wheelies around corners. Or whatever comes to mind. The more time you spend in the saddle riding the bike, the better you get, the more comfortable you feel on the bike. It starts to feel like a part of you. The more street riding I do, the safer I feel at it, the less, you know, worried I am about it. When I see over and over again that I can avoid these situations, I can ride safe, I learn from them, put in more miles, but getting more comfortable. It's time in the saddle. This bike here is one of the most enjoyable, if not the most, I'm going to say the most enjoyable bike I've ever ridden for doing this kind of stuff. And riding for long periods of time. A bigger bike isn't as fun to go in really tight places, like a 450 or a 650. And a motocross bike, even a 250F, it's pretty hyper. It doesn't like to go, doesn't like to putt around as much, although they will. But you're kind of defeating the purpose of one of those when you're going too slow on it all the time. So no point in having a bike like that if you're not just totally ripping it, which it just begs to do when you're on a motocross bike. But this bike will do either or. That's what I like about it. You can go slow or fast. And it likes both. It likes street. It likes dirt. It likes trials type riding. Going really slow. It's quiet. It's smooth. It's fun. The most fun play bike I've ever had. And it's street legal. Haha! That felt good. When I put new tires on, I don't want to do this so much right away. I feel like I'm going to wear them all out, which is silly. But once they get 1,000, 1,200 miles like I have now, let's go for it. It won't hurt them. They're made for this. Amazing what the tires can take. How much abuse. Spinning in gravel. And not just totally getting destroyed. They won't. Not these Pirellis. Now you get a harder tire, like more of a sand type of tire, and they'll chunk the knobs right off. I made the mistake of buying a Pirelli Sandcross for my XR350 dirt bike once, and it just chunked the knobs off. I think the Pirelli MT21 is a really good tire. But I think the Dunlop D606 is a really good tire too. I don't think those would chunk either. I don't know. I never tried them. But everybody says, everywhere you read it, this front tire, the Pirelli, is the one. So I'm a little concerned about putting any other front tire on here that might be a little questionable on the street. They say the D606 front will catch ruts in the street, make the tire wander. Not so good and wet. But I don't know why they don't just put them Pirellis on the front and back, and some put the D606 on the back. Which makes no sense to me unless they think it's going to wear longer because it's a harder compound. Maybe that's true if you're riding a 650 adventure bike and you're doing a lot of street riding with a lot of weight on the bike. But in my case, I run Pirellis front and back, and the front Pirelli will wear out before the back one does. Every time. I've gone through 6 sets of them. I replace them in pairs because by the time the front one's worn out, the back one's looking like it's down there. Although it's not getting scary down there like the front one is. The front one will get scary when it wears down. They get little flat spots on it, and if you turn just right in the dirt and hit that flat spot just the right time, it'll slide and you're like, whoa, what happened? I almost went down. What did I hit? I didn't even hit anything. Then you look and you go, oh, the tire's shot. Then you replace it. And then I do the back one too. I can do it both ways. Now to turn around. See, I just can't stop. I should be going home right now. It's gonna get dark, but hey, I don't care. I got a headlight. I'm riding. I'm having way too much fun. Besides, I bought a Discover Pass, tabs, insurance, have a M3 endorsement. I got a lot of money into this to ride. I'm riding. All right. Thanks for hanging out and have a great day.